In the world of specialty coffees, Arabica reigns supreme. Accounting for around 70% of global coffee production, Arabica is the foundation of the specialty coffee industry. However, Arabica is not a monolithic entity, but a diverse family of coffee varieties, each with their own characteristics and flavor profiles. At the heart of the Arabica family tree lie two foundational varieties, Typica and Bourbon. These ancient cultivars have served as the genetic basis for countless other Arabica varieties, and their influence can be tasted in cups of coffee around the world. Typica, also known as Arabigo or Indio, is one of the oldest known Arabica varieties. While there is evidence that other Ethiopian varieties may predate it, Typica's influence on the coffee world is undeniable. Originating in Yemen, Typica was introduced to Indonesia by Dutch traders in the 17th century and later spread to the Americas. Known for its tall, conical shape and low yield, Typica is prized for its clean, sweet flavor profile with notes of fruit, nuts, and chocolate. Bourbon, on the other hand, has its roots on the island of Réunion, formerly Bourbon, in the Indian Ocean. Bourbon was introduced to Latin America in the mid-19th century and quickly gained popularity due to its higher yield and quality compared to Typica. Bourbon plants are characterized by their broad leaves and round, plump cherries. In the cup, Bourbon coffee often has a complex sweetness with notes of caramel, vanilla, and red fruits. As Typica and Bourbon spread across the globe, they adapted to different growing conditions, resulting in regional variations and different flavor profiles. In Central America, for example, Typica and Bourbon plants tend to produce coffees with a bright acidity and a clean, crisp finish that often has notes of citrus and honey. In South America, particularly Brazil, these varieties often have a fuller body with nutty and chocolatey undertones, complemented by a smooth mouthfeel. The importance of Typica and Bourbon goes beyond their own unique flavor profiles. These two varieties have served as the genetic basis for numerous other Arabica cultivars, including the disease-resistant Caturra, the high-yielding Catuai, and the hybrid Mundo Novo. Understanding the characteristics and origins of Typica and Bourbon gives us a better understanding of the diverse flavors and qualities of the Arabica family. Ethiopia, the birthplace of Arabica coffee, is home to an astonishing diversity of coffee varieties. These Ethiopian heirlooms are a treasure trove of genetic diversity, with each variety having its own distinct flavor, profile, and cultural significance. One of the most famous Ethiopian heirloom varieties is Kurume. Originating from the Yirgacheffe region, Kurume plants are known for their compact size and resistance to coffee berry disease. In the cup, Kurume coffee is celebrated for its delicate floral notes, which often include jasmine, bergamot, and citrus aromas. The flavor is typically clean and bright, with a sweet honeyed finish and a medium body. Another prized Ethiopian variety is Gesha, which has gained international recognition following its rediscovery in Panama. Originally from the Gori Gesha forest in Ethiopia, the variety is known for its exceptionally floral and complex profile, with notes of jasmine, bergamot, and stone fruit. Gesha coffee often commands high prices due to its rarity and unique flavor profile. Moving eastwards, we come across the Harar variety, which is grown in the highlands around the ancient city of Harar. Harar coffee is known for its winey, spicy flavor profile, with notes of blueberries, dark chocolate, and black pepper. The body is typically full and syrupy, with a lingering, slightly dry finish. This variety is often processed using the natural method, which contributes to its intense fruit flavors. These 3 heirloom varieties are just a fraction of the incredible diversity that can be found in Ethiopia. Other notable varieties include Guji, known for its sweet, complex profile with notes of strawberry and chocolate, Sidamo, known for its balanced, citrusy acidity and floral aromatics, and Limu, which often has a distinct nutty quality alongside spice and fruit flavors. The genetic diversity of Ethiopian heirlooms is not only a boon for coffee lovers looking for new and exciting flavors, but also an important resource for the future of the coffee industry. With climate change and other challenges threatening the sustainability of coffee production, the resilience and adaptability of these heirloom varieties could be key to the long-term viability of Arabica coffee. For example, some Ethiopian varieties, such as Gesha, have proven resistant to coffee leaf rust, a devastating fungal disease that has affected coffee cultivation worldwide. As Arabica coffee spread from its African homeland to the New World, it underwent a remarkable evolution, adapting to the different growing conditions and cultural preferences in Central and South America. The result is a fascinating diversity of Arabica varieties, each with its own distinct flavor profile and regional identity. One of the best-known varieties in Central America is Caturra, a natural mutation of bourbon that was first discovered in Brazil in the early 20th century. Caturra plants are known for their short stature, high yield, and resistance to wind and sun. In the cup, Caturra coffee often has a light acidity, a medium body, and notes of citrus, apple, and caramel. This variety is particularly well suited to the high altitudes and volcanic soils of countries such as Guatemala and Costa Rica. Another popular variety in Central America is Catuai, a hybrid of Mundo Novo and Caturra, which was developed in Brazil in the 1940s. Catuai plants are vigorous and high-yielding and have a compact size that allows for dense planting. Catuai coffee is known for its balanced flavor profile with notes of chocolate, nuts, and a hint of fruit. This variety has established itself in countries such as Honduras and El Salvador, where it has adapted well to the local climate and soil conditions. Further south, in Brazil, we find Mundo Novo, a natural hybrid of Typica and Bourbon, which was first discovered in the 1940s. Mundo Novo plants are tall and productive, with large leaves and fruits. In the cup, Mundo Novo coffee is known for its full body, low acidity, and notes of chocolate and nuts. This variety has established itself in the Brazilian coffee industry, where it is often used in blends to provide a solid base and smooth mouthfeel. But perhaps one of the most unique varieties from Central America is Pacamara, a hybrid of Pacas, a natural mutation of bourbon, and Maragogipe, a large bean mutation of Typica. Developed in El Salvador in the 1950s, Pacamara plants are known for their large, elongated beans and distinct flavor profile. Pacamara coffee often exhibits a complex blend of flavors with notes of fruit, chocolate, and spice, and a creamy, buttery mouthfeel. This variety has gained a loyal following among specialty coffee lovers who appreciate its unique character and the skills required to grow it successfully. As Arabica coffee spread throughout Central and South America, it adapted to the unique growing conditions of each region, from the high altitudes and volcanic soils of Guatemala to the humid, subtropical climate of Brazil. These regional variations have led to a variety of flavor profiles, each reflecting the terroir and cultural heritage of the place of origin. In Colombia, for example, Arabica varieties such as Caturra, Typica, and the country's own Colombia variety are known for their bright acidity and notes of fruit and caramel, thanks to the country's high altitudes and ideal growing conditions. Colombian coffee has become synonymous with quality and consistency, and many specialty roasters offer single-origin Colombian coffees as a staple. In Costa Rica, the Tarazu region is known for its Caturra and Catuay coffees, which exhibit a clean, crisp acidity and notes of citrus and honey. The country's commitment to sustainable farming methods and focus on quality over quantity have helped make Costa Rican coffee some of the most sought after in the world. In the world of specialty coffees, few varieties have captured the imagination and taste buds of coffee fans as much as Gesha. With its delicate floral aromas, complex fruit notes, and silky mouthfeel, Gesha has become a symbol of coffee excellence and a driving force behind the third wave coffee movement. The story of Gesha begins in the 1930s, when a group of British researchers collected coffee samples from the village of Gesha in southwest Ethiopia. These samples were later sent to research stations in Kenya and Tanzania, where they were analysed and propagated. In the 1960s, a Panamanian coffee producer named Pachi Serachin acquired some Gesha seeds from a research station in Costa Rica and planted them on his farm, Hacienda La Esmeralda. For decades, the Gesha plants at La Esmeralda remained relatively unknown, overshadowed by more popular varieties like Caturra and Catuay. However, the Gesha variety was not entirely obscure, as it was cultivated and enjoyed by local coffee farmers and coffee lovers in Panama. It was not until 2004 that Gesha gained international recognition when the Peterson family, the new owners of La Esmeralda, entered their Gesha coffee in the Best of Panama competition. The coffee astounded the judges with its incredibly floral aromatics and complex fruity notes. It won first place in the competition and set a new record for the highest price ever paid for a coffee at auction. The success of La Esmeralda's Gesha sparked a revolution in the specialty coffee industry. Coffee producers around the world eagerly sought out Gesha seeds in the hope of replicating the success of the Petersons. Gesha became a symbol of premium coffee, a benchmark by which all other coffees were measured. But what makes Gesha so special? In the cup, Gesha coffee is known for its delicate floral aromatics with notes of jasmine, rose and bergamot. The fruit notes are equally complex, ranging from sweet citrus to tropical fruits such as mango and papaya. The body is typically light and silky, with a clean, crisp finish that lingers on the palate. These unique characteristics are attributed to the variety's genetic makeup and the specific terroir in which it is grown. The rise of Gesha has had a profound impact on the specialty coffee industry, both economically and culturally. Gesha coffees regularly fetch some of the highest prices at auction, with some lots selling for over $1,000 per pound. This has created new opportunities for coffee producers, particularly in Panama and other countries with ideal growing conditions for Gesha. However, the high prices have also raised concerns about the accessibility and sustainability of Gesha production and the potential exploitation of coffee farmers. Beyond the economics, Gesha has come to symbolize the artisanal, craft-based approach to coffee farming that defines the third wave movement. It represents a commitment to quality, innovation, and sustainability that is reshaping the coffee industry from the ground up. The Gesha revolution has inspired coffee professionals and enthusiasts alike to explore the full potential of Arabica coffee and push the boundaries of what's possible in terms of flavour, quality and origin.
We hope you enjoy our videos and have a small favor to ask. If we offer value, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel so we can continue making these videos for you.
While the Arabica varieties of Africa and the Americas have long been in the spotlight, the coffee-growing regions of Asia, the Pacific, and other lesser-known origins have been quietly cultivating their own unique and remarkable Arabica varieties. These regions offer a fascinating insight into the diversity and adaptability of Arabica coffee, as well as the rich cultural heritage and innovative spirit of the communities that grow them. One of the most notable Arabica varieties to emerge from Asia is Catimor, a hybrid of Caturra and Timor that was developed in Portugal in the 1950s. Catimor is known for its resistance to coffee leaf rust and its adaptability to different growing conditions, making it a favourite variety for farmers in countries such as Vietnam, Indonesia and China. In the cup, Catimor coffee often shows a full body, low acidity and notes of nuts and spices. Another interesting variety from Asia is Jember, which originated in the Aegean plateau of East Java, Indonesia. Jember is a natural hybrid of Typica and Ancola, a local variety from the island of Sumatra. Jember coffee is known for its earthy, spicy and complex flavour profile, with notes of wood, tobacco and dark chocolate. This variety is often processed using the wet hulling method, which contributes to its unique taste and aroma. As we head towards the Pacific, we come across the burgeoning Arabica coffee industry in Australia. Although coffee cultivation is relatively new in Australia, the country has quickly adapted to the new demands, with Arabica varieties such as Bourbon and Catuai. Australian Arabica coffee is known for its bright acidity, medium body and notes of fruit and caramel, reflecting the country's unique terroir and processing methods. Papua New Guinea, located north of Australia, is another hidden gem in the world of Arabica coffee. The country's rugged terrain, volcanic soils, and tropical climate create ideal conditions for the cultivation of distinctive Arabica varieties, such as Arusha and Blue Mountain. Arabica coffee from Papua New Guinea is known for its complex flavour profile with notes of fruit, spice and nuts, and a smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Perhaps the most exciting development in the world of Asian Arabica coffee is the rise of Chinese varietals. In recent years, China has emerged as a major player in the global coffee industry, with Yunnan province becoming a centre for the production of high-quality Arabica. Chinese Arabica varieties, such as Catimor and Typica, are grown at high altitudes and are known for their unique flavour profiles, with notes of flowers, fruit and chocolate. While varieties such as Typica, Bourbon and Gesha dominate the specialty coffee scene, there's a whole world of rare and exotic Arabica varieties waiting to be discovered. These lesser-known cultivars offer unique flavour profiles, agronomic characteristics, and the potential for the future of coffee. One of these varieties is SL28, a Bourbon Typica hybrid developed in Kenya in the 1930s. SL28 is known for its exceptional cup quality, with a complex flavour profile that includes notes of blackcurrant, tomato, and dark chocolate. The variety is also resistant to drought and certain diseases, making it a promising candidate for climate change adaptation. SL28 has gained a loyal following among roasters and specialty coffee enthusiasts who appreciate its distinctive character and the skills required to grow it. Another Kenyan variety worth exploring is SL34, a Bourbon Typica hybrid developed alongside SL28 in the 1930s. SL34 is known for its high yield and resistance to coffee berry disease, as well as its bright acidity and notes of citrus and berries. Although SL34 is less well known than SL28, it has the potential to produce exceptional coffees with proper care and processing. On the other side of the world, we find Lorena, a naturally low caffeine variety originating from the island of La Réunion. Lorena plants are known for their characteristic pointed leaves and elongated seeds, which contain only about half as much caffeine as normal Arabica. In the cup, Lorena coffee is smooth and sweet, with notes of nuts and caramel. This variety offers a unique option for coffee drinkers who are sensitive to caffeine or prefer a milder, more nuanced flavour profile. But perhaps the most exciting frontier for rare and exotic Arabica varieties lies in the wild coffee forests of Ethiopia. Here, researchers have discovered countless new varieties, each with its own unique genetic pattern and flavour potential. One of these varieties is Ruiru 11, a disease-resistant cultivar that was developed using wild Ethiopian genetics. Ruiru 11 is known for its high yield and quality, with a balanced flavour profile that includes notes of fruit and spice. As the birthplace of Arabica coffee, the wild coffee forests of Ethiopia represent an invaluable resource for the future of the industry, offering a treasure trove of genetic diversity and the potential for new and exciting varieties. From the ancient forests of Ethiopia to the high-tech laboratories of modern research stations, the world of Arabica coffee is a vast and ever-evolving landscape of flavour, culture, and innovation. In our exploration of the Arabica family tree, we have found that each variety, from the foundational Typica and Bourbon to the rare and exotic Ruiru 11 and Lorena, contributes its own unique character and story. We tasted the bright citrusy notes of Caturra, the complex spicy flavours of Pacamara, and marvelled at the delicate floral aromatics of Gesha. We have traced the journey of coffee from its Ethiopian birthplace to the remotest corners of the world, and seen how each new environment and culture has shaped the flavours and traditions of Arabica coffee. But our journey through the world of Arabica coffee is far from over. With each passing year, new varieties are discovered, new hybrids bred, and new flavours explored. As coffee lovers, we have the opportunity to be part of this ongoing story and to discover and enjoy the incredible diversity and potential of Arabica coffee. While we celebrate the incredible diversity of Arabica coffee, we must also recognise the challenges and inequalities within the industry. From the threat of climate change to the exploitation of coffee farmers, there are many issues that require our attention and action. By supporting sustainable farming practices, fair trade initiatives, and equitable supply chains, we can help create a fairer and more resilient future for coffee and the communities that depend on it.